is what I love with an enemies to lovers and a slow burn. This is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking halfway through the book and they're together. Fourth Wing, I'm looking at you. I thought it was just brilliant how it was shot. Really loving this book. Like, I kind of want to like ditch this book and read just this book. Welcome to your new weekly vlog. The question of the day is, am I ever going to open a vlog with makeup and my hair done? Maybe. It is very late. Not very. Come on, Kaylin. It's 9 p.m. on a Monday. Reason being why I'm still awake, because if you guys are a regular viewer, you may be like, well, Kaylin, you're usually asleep in bed at 9 o'clock. Yeah, you're right. I am off work tomorrow because I have my dermatologist appointment that I've been waiting for over a month tomorrow. So that's why I'm still awake. And reason why I'm starting this vlog late, well, one, I worked. And then I came home and worked out, showered, had dinner. By the time all that was done, it was like 7:30. Sat down and I edited last week's vlog. And now we're here. It's 9 o'clock. I'm not done editing the vlog. If you guys are ever wondering how long it takes to edit a vlog, I'm about halfway done with it, and I was editing from like 7:30 until now. We are here to open up the weekly vlog, talk about our reading plans, and talk about our life plans. So let's go over the TBR first. We're gonna start with audio. I am currently listening to Magical Blend by Kenny Lane, and I am 54% of the way through this book. I have 2 hours left. This book's a very short book. It's a cozy mystery. The best way to describe this book is a October morning. You have a hot cup of coffee, you have your cozy clothes on, slippers, a sweater, and you got a book. That feeling, that's what this book feels like. Basically, you're following this girl who comes from a long line of witches, and she was left a tea shop from her grandmother, and that's where she finds out that she's like from a witch lineage. But while her and her best friend are there getting situated, they find a body, and so there's a mystery. It's a cozy mystery. For Kindle reading, I am reading Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson, and I know I'm probably the last person on earth to read this book, but I'm 9% of the way through this book. I'm on page 36. This book is a total fall book. Like, it feels like a fall book. It's set at an academy, and it just feels very fall, you know? Fall. I am really liking it. I'm not far enough in it to tell you like the entire plot line, but something exciting happened within the first chapter that was like, I'm really into this book. So for physical reading, I am reading Daughter of the Siren Queen. I am actually on chapter 3, page 30. I read this last night after I ended the vlog. So this is the second book in the Daughter of the Pirate King trilogy. This is the sequel, and there's one more book, I forget what it's called, but in this one you're following Alosa, who is obviously the daughter of the Pirate King, and her father sent her on a mission to get captured by this ship so she could steal the treasure map. What she didn't bank for is a very handsome first mate named Raiden being there. And yeah, I don't want to say it's enemies to lovers because the lover part hasn't happened yet, but feelings have developed, and now we're on the second book, and like they're not even together yet. And this is what I love with an enemies to lovers and a slow burn. This is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking halfway through the book and they're together. Fourth Wing, I'm looking at you. That's not slow burn, and that's not enemies to lovers. I'm talking, let me get through 2 books before they're together. The pining, the little moments you get, the touches, the flirtiness, the banter, the almost kisses. It's like, yeah, I live for that shit. So I'm very happy that they're not together yet, and this is the second book. So yeah, that's basically all for my reading. It is the Dark Ages readathon. If you don't know what that is, Mel from Mel Reads is hosting it all month long on her Patreon. So if you aren't part of her Patreon, then you can't participate. But if you are, and you are participating, let me know. What's your TBR? I am on my second prompt, which is great because it's the second week of August. So for life plans, like I said, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. And then for the rest of the week, I don't think I really have anything big going on. I know Saturday I have a family day, But other than that, I don't have nothing. So my week's wide open. I fell down this rabbit hole of watching this girl named Meg Hughes on TikTok, and then I found out she had a YouTube. If you guys don't know who she is, I will link her. Love her. She is Irish and she basically does all these vlogs, but she is a film student, or I guess she graduated from film school, and she's really into films, and it was so inspiring. Like, I've always loved movies, but I haven't really like dived deep into the world of film. It's something I would love to do because I noticed myself noticing little things about the film and like wanting to talk about it, and then like wanting to Google why the director did this that way or why it was edited this way. And I'm like, am I like a film nerd in the making? Which I don't mind it. So what kind of inspired this is because I found her video where she watches Timothée Chalamet's 3 favorite films that like he talks about all the time, and like I went down a rabbit hole. And so I started watching movies, like movies that have been on my list that I just haven't watched. I'm like, just watch them. First one I watched was Little Women, which we did that adventure in last week's vlog. Absolutely love that movie. And that movie was directed by Greta Gerwig, which is the same girl that directed Woman. And she also did Lady Bird and another movie. I forget the first movie she ever directed. I forget that movie's name, but I haven't seen Lady Bird. And I want to complete Greta Gerwig, like all of her films and watch them all that she's directed and like rank them. Little Women so far is top 1. I know, over Barbie. Yeah, I just think because like, I don't know, I really love Little Women. I mean, I really love Barbie, but like Little Women spoke to me. And then I watched Interstellar, which I don't really think I talked about at all in last week's vlog. Yeah, I watched Interstellar, which is directed by Christopher Nolan, who is the director of Oppenheimer and The Dark Knight and Inception and a bunch of other films. I never watched Interstellar, but it's always been on the list, and my God, why haven't I never seen that film? That film was so good. Like the way it was shot, and then how it was sci-fi, but it wasn't too far out of reach that you couldn't feel like it wouldn't really happen. You know what I'm talking about? And just like, oh my God, it was so good. If you've ever seen Interstellar, let me know how you liked it, because I absolutely loved it. So that made me want to watch more of his films. And I've been wanting to see Oppenheimer, and I kind of want to convince my parents to go see it on Saturday. Sir. Did y'all see that? I wonder if the camera caught that. Hey, what are you doing? I don't know if Oppenheimer will happen, but I really want to see an Oppenheimer really bad. So tonight, basically is what I'm getting into. I'm gonna watch Dune. I have never seen Dune before. I know. Mr. Timothée Chalamet is in it, and I kind of want to watch all of the movies he's in, which is why I watched Interstellar, because he's in Interstellar. He's a young boy in Interstellar. So I really want to watch Dune. So that's what we're gonna watch tonight. I'm gonna pop some popcorn, and I don't know if I'm gonna get all the way through the film tonight. I'm gonna try my hardest, but it is already 9:27, and I'm not too sure how long this film is. I want to say it's over 2 hours. Like, that's what I'm betting, because it's a sci-fi. I know this is going to be over 2 hours. Like, I know it is. So yeah, let's make some popcorn, turn on Dune, and I will see ya on the other side to chat about it. Popcorn, Dune. I was right. It's 2 hours and 35 minutes. New angle, unlocked. It's a little high. Please ignore it. I just don't feel like getting my tripod out. Jeez. So happy Tuesday. As you can see, I am home. It is around almost noon, I think. I have a doctor's appointment at 2:45, but me and my mom go to the same dermatologist, and she has an appointment at 2:15, and they were able to somehow like get me an appointment at 2:45 back when I scheduled it, and they're like, she'll just take you both in at the same time, and then she'll get to your mom first and then you. And I was like, sweet. So hopefully that means I won't be there like as long as I thought I was gonna be there. Like hopefully she'll get to me before 2:45. What else? Oh, Dune. Last night, okay, listen. So last night I watched Dune. Didn't get to bed till like after midnight. And I have come to learn in my later years, I am just not a late night girl. I am a get in bed, sleep by 10 o'clock on the weekends, maybe 11, get up at 7. And I feel so much better when I do that. I went to bed at like probably 12:30. Could not get out of bed till 9:30. My plan was to get up at 7 so I could have time to edit and clean before going to my parents' house to go to the appointment. No. I literally could not get out of bed. Like, my alarm kept going off and I just could not get myself to wake up. So I don't think I'm gonna stay up late anymore because I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like feeling this way. I don't like feeling like I wasted my entire day sleeping, and I didn't, but like my brain somehow thinks if I sleep past 7 I'm wasting my entire day because it's already noon and I feel like I've only been awake for like 2 hours. I have only been awake for 2 hours because I didn't actually get out of bed till 9:45. So I hate it. But Dune was amazing. I feel like if you are not a regular sci-fi fantasy watcher / reader, you wouldn't really have liked it. Like, I feel like it's very confusing and they didn't do a good job explaining everything, like the whole world and the whole kind of magic system and the political system. Like, they didn't really explain it well. And I guess you would get that in the book because this Dune is originally a book, so maybe I need to read the book. But I was very confused for a lot of the film, and I really didn't get into it until over halfway when they went to somewhere. I can't even tell you where they went because but they went somewhere and had training and the spices, and then an attack happened. Yeah, that's really all I can tell you. Timothée Chalamet, excellent. I think the next one will be so much better because Zendaya comes in and I feel like they have a relationship that flourishes. Now my question is to everyone who's read Dune, is Dune a series or is Dune one singular book and they're splitting the book into 2 films? Someone please tell me because I'm really curious about reading it. Now that I've watched the movie, I kind of want to read it to get more info and like fill in the missing pieces that I didn't get. But yeah, it was good. Incredible acting, incredible cast. The visuals were stunning. But yeah, I just wish it was explained a little more. So that was Dune. But I am gonna go ahead and get going. Reading updates. I have none. I didn't read at all yesterday, and today I don't know if I'm gonna read because last night I went to go export my vlog because I finished editing like a little bit after I talked to you guys yesterday, and I go to export it and then all the files are missing and I'm like, what the hell? So I don't exactly know what happened. I don't know if between me not letting all the clips load onto iMovie and shutting the laptop, if that corrupted the files. Well, I don't know what happened, but I had to completely wipe out that entire vlog that I edited, and now I have to start it over, which is why I wanted to get up early today. So I have about 2 hours of raw footage. I maybe edited 10 minutes of it this morning because I got up late and I don't really have time to sit and edit a 2-hour vlog that's raw footage. I'm hoping to get it down to an hour or under an hour. We'll see. So I think I'm probably going to do that in between my appointment, and I'll probably spend the rest of the evening at my parents' house and come home after dinner. So I'll probably edit there. And then, yeah, that's pretty much all my plans today. I don't know how much I'm going to talk to you guys for the rest of the day. You'll probably get a lot of B-roll. I am actually going to bring my camera with me, I think, instead of my phone, because it's just easier to bring my camera and record on that when transferring footage. So yeah, but I hope you guys are doing well and enjoy the B-roll, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow for sure. Hello friends, it is now Wednesday and I did not talk to you guys anymore yesterday, so let's give you guys an update. So as you guys know, I had my dermatologist appointment yesterday, and if you guys are really confused as to what's going on, let me kind of explain. So about 6 months ago, I had a hive breakout. I remember it like it was yesterday because I took my dad to the zoo and we were having loads of fun, and I was feeling like an itch on my legs. I'm like, oh my god, like I'm gonna go to the bathroom and see like what this is about. My entire legs were covered in hives. Nowhere else on my body, just my legs. And I was like, that's so strange. I'm like, maybe I'm just allergic to like the animals, something. So came home, didn't really think much of it. And then the hives kept happening every single day. Sometimes they were mild, sometimes they wouldn't happen at all. Sometimes they would show up and go away within an hour, a couple hours. And then we reached like summer of this year, beginning of summer, is they started becoming bad. They started spreading all the way up to my chest and my neck, and then eventually they'd come on my face. And I didn't really think much of it until Taylor Swift happened. And I had a really, really bad hive breakout, and it actually almost prevented me from going and seeing Taylor Swift, which I'm so glad I didn't, because for one, paid a lot of money for those tickets, and two, Taylor is my favorite artist, my favorite person in the entire world, and I would have been really upset with myself if I didn't go and I let my hives win. The day after the concert, I put on the sweatshirt that I got, and I had the worst breakout I've ever had. They were literally like quarter size, and they were like welts all over my face. I'm talking forehead all the way down to my feet. So I was like, something needs to be done. So I was really scared that it was something chronic. I didn't say anything because I don't want to ever put out information that I don't know. Had tests and ended up, you know, nothing chronic, but they're like, we're sending you to a dermatologist. So I went to a dermatologist. She reassured me, this is very textbook, the reaction you are having. Nothing is chronically wrong with you, which is a huge relief. But on the flip side is she's like, there's nothing really that can be done for hives, unfortunately, unless you do a skin biopsy or an allergy test and you want to go further. But she goes, since, you know, they have been mild and they have been going down, which they have, I really haven't had a breakout. I have them here and there, but they go away within like a couple hours, so I really don't worry about them. She's like, most hive cases like yours go away typically between the 3 and 6 month period. You start to see them like dwindle down. Up to 2 years, this dwindling down can happen. She goes, so really the only thing I can do is take Zyrtec to help with the itching. And if in 3 months, if they haven't really progressed any with going down, or if they've gotten worse, I have to go back. And that's when we re-evaluate treatment plan. So I guess it's good, but it's also kind of left me with like, well, how, do I just need to live my life this way? Like, I don't really know what to do. I have narrowed down triggers. I am allergic to dogs, which kind of sucks because I'm a dog groomer, which is why I'm having them at work, because I'm allergic to dogs. I'm also allergic to leggings. I break out in really bad hives whenever I wear leggings. So that really sucks. I'm also allergic to, I don't know what it is, but it's some sort of chemical that are on your clothes, like new clothes when you buy them. I have to wash my clothes before putting them on. She also said I have really sensitive skin. So yeah, so that's basically what dermatologist. Really relieved it's nothing chronic because I was very worried, which is kind of why I may have been in a little bit of like not so high spirits and not feeling my best, because I was in the back of my mind, I was really worried that it was something serious, and I was like, I don't even know how I'm going to go about that, but I'll go about it. So yeah, relieved, but also kind of like, meh, what am I gonna do? So let's talk reading. I have a couple reading updates. First, I didn't really read a whole lot yesterday just because I had the dermatologist appointment and I literally spent hours editing last week's vlog to be able to get it up on time for you guys. And then I was at my parents', so of course I really didn't want to like read while I was there. But I read at night and I am 86 pages into Truly Devious. So almost a quarter of the way through Truly Devious. And you guys, I'm really, really, really loving this book. This book feels like a total autumn book. And I really want to binge the entire series, which I think I will. So in Truly Devious, you're following Stevie Bell, who goes to Ellingham Academy. And Ellingham Academy is for like the bright, smartest, interesting people in the world. It's a free school that was opened by Albert Ellingham, who wanted a school to be a different structure. This is basically a school you go and you learn at your own pace, you study what you want, stuff like that. It's kind of the vibe, and it's completely free. And it's like a boarding school, you go and stay. So he opened it back in 1930s, I think, the 1930s. And something happened. His daughter and his wife were kidnapped. And it's been like the biggest crime, I guess, in this world, because they were never found. No one was ever retrieved the bodies, no one was ever found. Stevie Bell applied to go because she just, on a whim, she wanted to go. But usually students who are like very, very smart get into it or have like some sort of like connection or something like that. She didn't, but she did get in because I think they found her interesting is what she said, but I think there's more underlining as to why she got in. And every student has to write a paper. She wrote it on true crime, murder mystery, all that. That's her thing. She loves true crime, she loves murder mystery, she loves it all. So she goes, and that's basically where I'm at right now in the book. I haven't really read further on in the summary because I don't know, but it takes place in Vermont. So Vermont, beautiful in the fall. I've never seen Vermont in the fall, but I can only imagine Vermont in the fall. I have a cousin who used to live in Vermont who raves about Vermont and just says how pretty and beautiful it is. So I can only imagine. That's where I'm at in Truly Devious. I'm really, really liking it. And then for Daughter of the Siren Queen, I actually just read up to chapter 4. I'm 50 pages in, and I forgot how fast this book reads because the pages are really short. The font's really big. Also, the chapters are long. I think it's because the font's big and the pages are shorter, so I feel like they wouldn't be as long. So I don't really mind it in this book. Oh my god, you know when you have to sneeze and you feel it right there, but it's not happening? But there was a moment between Raiden and Elosa where I was like, I wish I could tell you more about this book without spoiling it, but I can't. Basically, this takes place after the events of what happened in the first book. So that's all I'm gonna say. And I'm really liking it a lot. I'm gonna go to bed soon and read this. I am doing something Friday that makes me really, really nervous and pushes me out of my comfort zone. So way back in January, was it January or February? I forget, I think it was January. I made my goals for 2023, or maybe it was December. I forget. Sometime I made my 2023 goals, and one thing I wanted to do was take myself on dates and go places by myself. That's like one of my biggest things. So far, I have not really done anything by myself. I am doing something that really pushes me out of my comfort zone and it may seem little to someone out there, but it's a pretty big thing to me. I am going to see a movie by myself for the first time ever in my life. I have never been in the movies by myself. I'm going and seeing Oppenheimer, and I'm really excited. No one in my life wants to see it with me, and of course I'm not going to make them sit through a 3-hour movie. Like, that's just not it. But I love Christopher Nolan, who is the director of Oppenheimer. He also directed The Dark Knight and Interstellar. I love Interstellar so much. I love his work, Christopher Nolan. And then two of my favorite actors are in this. We have Cillian Murphy, which he plays Tommy Shelby, which I freaking adore Tommy Shelby. Like, Peaky Blinders is one of my favorite shows ever. And then Florence Pugh, she is one of my favorite actresses, like ever, top tier. I love Florence Pugh so much. So I really want to see it. And I'm like, why am I letting no one wanting to go with me prevent me from seeing a movie that I really want to see? So I'm going to see it. I've already purchased my ticket. It's at 10:30 in the morning. It is a 3-hour movie, so probably around like 2 o'clock I'll be out, because you know you have the previews. Which is why I'm going to see it so early, because it is a 3-hour movie and I just can't go see it any later. But yeah, that's all I kind of wanted to say. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get ready for bed because it is a work night and it's 8:43. So I'm gonna get ready for bed and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Good evening. Happy Thursday. It is 8:17 at night. And it's my Friday, which I'm very happy about. I have some reading updates for you. I worked today, of course, and then I cleaned my entire apartment after work, and then I've been editing my fall TBR video, which should have already been up by the time this vlog has gone up. Fingers crossed. I'm about halfway edited. I was just like, why am I editing this when I can do it tomorrow? So we're just not gonna edit anymore because I need to have a balance. I need to learn when not to edit and when to edit, and that it's okay to not edit every hour of the day. But I just wanted to update you guys on a few things. So number one, I didn't get a code for Eras Tour, which is okay. I was really hoping to have a redo of my Eras Tour, but I'm grateful enough to even have gone once, so I'm okay with it. If it's meant to be, it will be. That's kind of how I live my life. That's my life slogan. If it's meant to be, it will be. And I truly believe that things happen because they're meant to happen. I posted on my Instagram story about going to the movies alone, if it was weird or should I do it, and so many of you guys have sent me so many positive messages of do it, you won't regret it, like you'll love it, it's one of the best things, and especially like messaging back saying the reason why I don't is because I have anxiety and blah blah blah, and you guys are just so sweet and kind and understanding. So if you are watching and you have sent me a message, thank you so much. You have no idea how much your words mean to me, and your words were enough to encourage me to go and buy a ticket to go to the movies by myself, which I told you guys yesterday. So yeah, I'm feeling very excited actually to go. Like, I'm not nervous in this moment. I think I'll be nervous probably going like when I'm walking up to the theater, but right now I'm really excited. Plus it's a movie I really want to see. So let's talk reading updates, shall we? So for physical reading, I actually did manage to read a little bit of Daughter of the Siren Queen, and I'm now 95 pages into it, and I am liking it. Something happened that I think is going to make the book go a lot faster and move a lot like quicker. So there's that. And then for Truly Devious, I'm really loving this book. Like, I kind of want to like ditch this book and read just this book, but this is on my Dark Ages readathon TBR, so I need to finish this in order to move on to the next prompt. But for Truly Devious, I am 34% into the book now. I keep falling asleep when reading this, and that's no, like, that says nothing about the book. It's just I fall asleep so easily when reading on Kindle. My Kindle has like become my savior when it comes to my anxiety. Nothing helps me fall asleep more than reading on my Kindle. So I love you. Thank you so much. So that's kind of all my reading updates. I'm very sorry about this really awful lighting. I'm just way too lazy to pull out my lighting, which I probably should now, like more often, so the quality is better on the camera, but I'm too lazy for that. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Originally I was going to do a 24-hour readathon starting Friday morning to Saturday morning, but because I'm going to the movies alone, we're gonna postpone that and probably do it next week, hopefully, or film another video next week. We'll figure it out. But I am actually going to be filming like a little day in my life thing going to the movies, like an introvert going and doing activities alone is kind of what I'm doing. So yeah, the first activity is going to the movies alone. Next activity will go to Barnes Noble alone, which is a big step for me because that's also an anxiety thing. Like the ultimate go alone experience would be to go out to dinner by myself, but I don't think I could ever do that. Like that is something I know for sure I will have a freaking panic attack doing. So anywho, I am actually going to go turn on some booktube and we are going to read. I'm gonna go because this is me procrastinating, and I will talk to you guys later. Guys, it is 7:38. You can't see that. I just got done ordering groceries. It's what I do every pay period. The first thing I do is order groceries because I get them delivered, so I order them first thing in the morning so that they will be on time. And then the next thing I usually do every pay period is do my budget. So move money to my savings accounts, move money to my bill paying savings account, like my standby, and yeah. But I need to get up and shower because we are going to see Oppenheimer at 10:30, which, because I have ADD and anxiety, I have no concept of time. So oh, hi baby. So I need to be ready, of course, way before I need to actually be ready. So let's go do all the things. I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. We have to do shower first, have breakfast, and while we have our breakfast, I think we will do our budget stuff that we need to do that way, just to get it out of the way, and then we'll get ready because I need to film short form content as well today, so I might as well just do my makeup for the day. So yeah, those are all the things we're doing. Let's go. Let's do them. We are now in my bathroom. We're about to get ready. It is 9:15, which is perfect because we have an hour to get ready. It shouldn't take me that long to do my makeup. I've gotten it down really speedy quick, and also my hair. So I'm hoping to be done before 10 o'clock, which is good because I will have time to start my day in the life of an introvert vlog for TikTok. So let's get ready together, shall we? Grab yourself a coffee. Get ready if you want to. If not, just enjoy the time lapse. And we're gonna start by setting the mood with some music. I think I'm just gonna shuffle my overall playlist, which is called IDK, and this has a lot of songs on it, so I'm just gonna shuffle it and see what it comes up. You've got me popping champagne all night. Let's go. fit check. Taylor Swift hoodie, biker shorts, platform Converse. I'm late. We're gonna go. This is causing me anxiety. Hi, I am back from Oppenheimer and let's talk, shall we? So first off, the whole experience of going was so much easier than I thought it was gonna be. Like, my anxiety completely diminished once I got into the theater, and I loved every second of it. I loved doing that. And now here's my question. I don't think I could do it in the evening. I think that would be another challenge for myself because I think the evening is when a lot of people go to the movies, and maybe eventually I will work up to that point. But going and seeing it on like a Friday in the morning or early afternoon, I think I'll be totally okay with it, and I think it's gonna become a regular thing. Oppenheimer himself. So let's talk about Oppenheimer. I'm not gonna talk about any spoilers, so don't worry. But I thought it was really good. I will say there are some parts that dragged for me, and I don't know if it's because it was a 3-hour movie and me having a really hard time sitting still for that long already. I don't know if that could be why I thought it dragged, because I found myself wanting to reach for my phone, but it wasn't because I was bored. I was like, okay, we need to go. Like, we need to get it going. However, with that being said, I did really enjoy the movie. I thought it was just brilliant how it was shot. I loved the color image they used for Oppenheimer, like the black and white, and then they did like the coloring to make it kind of feel like it was back in the 1930s. It was just so good. All the actors were brilliant. So Josh Peck was in it for like not that long, but it threw me off because I was not expecting him at all in it. And I was like, okay, Josh Peck. But Cillian Murphy was so good. He plays these characters so well. Like, I think he's just born to be a just unhinged. I don't even want to say unhinged because he's not really unhinged. He's just very like, I don't know the words to describe it, but like the Tommy Shelby, the Oppenheimer, like those kind of characters, which Tommy Shelby and Oppenheimer kind of have similarities but are very different. But I really, 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 really think he is meant for these roles, and I think that's why he was casted. Also, Florence Pugh was so good. I really wanted more of her. Like, I feel like I would have loved it even more if their storyline was more in it and not just like a few bits and pieces. Like, I wish it was more developed and we got to see more of it. Emily Blunt was good as well. Emily Blunt's good in anything she does. So yeah, just the whole cast. Robert Downey Jr. was in it too. He was so good. Yeah, I loved every second of it. It is a really, really long movie, so if you guys don't like long movies, probably wait till it comes out on streaming to watch it because you can pause it and like come back to it. But I do think it's a film that's worth sitting through because I do think it's good. And there was one scene, like the bomb is about to be dropped. My hands were sweating, like the adrenaline was pumping. And yeah, but that's enough about Oppenheimer. It is now 2:35. I went to the movies at 10:30 and it's 2:35 and I'm just now home. What? I mean, I came home and I changed, but like still crazy. So let's update on reading because I didn't give you guys an update, I don't think, this morning when I talked to you guys. So Daughter of the Siren Queen, I got to page 157, and Truly Devious, I got to page 155. So actually, like, we're on a roll with finishing these books. So the goal is tonight is to maybe finish Daughter of the Siren Queen. I really hope so. I also need to edit my fall TBR so I don't even have to worry about it come this weekend. I do need to kind of freshen up my house, which I did clean yesterday, but I don't think I did a very good job. So we need to do that. I have groceries coming between 3 and 4, which I'm really glad I said that because I almost said between 2 and 3, but I would have completely missed them. So I'm really glad I said between 3 and 4. But yeah, it looks like it's actually going to rain, which I would be extremely happy if it rains, if I'm going to be honest with you guys. It would set the vibes. I'm pretty sure there's a readathon going on today with Mel's Patreon. Let me double check. Yeah, there is a 48-hour readathon happening So I think I may join sprints at some point. But yeah, I am gonna go and edit. I'm gonna edit, just get that done and over with. I need to eat lunch because I'm very hungry. So I'm going to eat lunch, edit, and I will then start reading, and maybe we'll join sprints, and I will catch up with you guys at some point today, I promise. No. No. No, you don't. No. 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 No, 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 no! Me reacting like this even though I've read this book series since I was 15. Oh my god, the neck grab. And if y'all watched the latest episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty, also the neck grab, you know what I'm talking about? That was hot. That was hot. But I mean, I'm curious to see how they're gonna end this series, because I've read the book series every single summer since I was 15. So like I know how it ends in the series, but I'm curious to see if they're gonna switch it for the show. Cause I have this feeling that they are gonna switch it, and I'm like, no, no. I haven't done any reading at all. Can we just go back to where I said, yeah, I'm gonna get lots of reading done. I would love to finish this book. Have I read a single fucking thing? No, I have not. I made dinner, which I need to clean up my dinner mess. And I cleaned up the house a little bit, because even though I cleaned yesterday, it was just not up to my standards. And I have very high standards for everything in my life. How my apartment looks, how my life is, how my life partner is going to be. Those standards are like through the freaking roof. But we don't settle. We're not settling, okay? For my video content, I have standards. For my Instagram, I have standards, which are good to have. But like, sometimes I wish I could just like be willy-nilly with it, but like I can't. So it is now 7:52, and I was doing some online shopping. I wasn't buying anything because even though we are still doing No Spend August, I did spend money at the movies, which is okay. I was completely fine with that. And what else did I spend money on today? That was it for like what I'm not allowed to spend. Everything else was bills that I did this morning and paid. I paid all my bills for the rest of the month, which I love when I'm able to do that, and it works out great. So all my bills are paid for the rest of the month, which is a huge relief. I think that's it. So I'm gonna clean up the kitchen, even though I really don't want to. This is my least favorite chore, is cleaning the kitchen. I hate cleaning the kitchen. Anyone else like that? But I also hate going to bed with a dirty kitchen. There's nothing worse than waking up and having a dirty kitchen. It's like, how can I properly start my day? So I'm gonna go do that. And then we're gonna sit back here and we are going to read. Or should we watch a movie? No, we'll save the movie for tomorrow night. We're gonna read and catch up on booktube at the same time because we got a lot to catch up on. But let's go clean. Well, I'm gonna go clean. You guys will see me in 2 seconds. So goodbye for now. Good morning, guys. It is now Saturday and I am just sitting down enjoying my coffee, watching some YouTube videos. I'm currently watching Meg Hughes, which if you guys don't know who she is, I'll link her down below. She does Introvert Diaries, and I don't know, I'm just like obsessed with her. Not in a weird, creepy way. You guys know what I mean when like you fixate on like a certain creator and you're just like obsessed with other videos and their content. And I love the way she edits and just like her thumbnail style. Like love it so much. She is from Ireland, so I don't know. Anyways, and she is, I would say she's like a lifestyle creator, and she talks about films a lot, and I love movies. Movies or films, depending where you are in the world, but I love movies so much. So I found her because I found her talking about watching Greta Gerwig's favorite films. And I was like, oh my God, who is this person? And I just like binged her entire TikTok feed. And then I found out she had a YouTube channel. So I am currently binging her videos. So I will link her down below if you guys are interested. But I have reading updates. Last night I ended up getting to the 213 page mark in Daughter of the Siren Queen. I have a little over 150 pages to go, I think. Let's do math, Kaylin. Yeah, I have 154 pages to go, exactly. I would love to finish this today, but I don't think it's going to happen because my parents are currently on their way. Saturdays are family days for me. I really take my family as a priority. I spend as much time as I can with him because time is slipping away. And when I was younger, you know, you don't really realize that, but as the older you get, the more you look around you and realize how quick time is gone. So I spend as much time as I can with my parents. I love spending time with my parents. So I don't know what we're gonna do. I know my dad is going up to see his dad, and me and my mom, I kind of want to go thrifting to see if I can find some fall pieces and like some home decor. I've been really into watching thrifting videos on TikTok, which usually I'm not. I have this weird thing about thrifting, and especially clothes, because my brain, knowing that someone else wore these clothes and I don't know what they did, it just doesn't sit right in my brain, but I'm trying to get over that. And that's not me being a snob, like, at all. I think it may have something to do with something, I don't know, I'm just weird like that. And also, like, I don't really try on clothes either because I feel like people have worn them, so I go home and immediately wash them. I have to wash them anyways because I have very sensitive skin before I can even wear any clothes, but nonetheless, I think I kind of want to go thrifting, and maybe TJ Maxx, maybe. I did a bad thing and I did spend money that I told myself I wasn't going to spend. I bought a pair of jeans. Here's my reasoning. They were on sale and there was only like 10 left in my size, and I knew if I waited they would be gone and I knew I would regret it. So I bought them, which they should be in here next week, so I'll show you guys in next week's vlog. But the reason why I bought these jeans is because I created a Pinterest board of like the fall outfits I want to wear this fall, and these jeans kept showing up. Not these certain pair of jeans, but like just the look of them, and I was like, I need those. So that's what I did. In case you guys are interested, I'll link my Pinterest down below so you guys can follow me, and yeah, we could be Pinterest girlies together because I really love Pinterest. I'm obsessed with Pinterest. What else was I going to say? I think that's it. I am going to sit down and continue watching her videos while reading at the same time. Magic, look at me. And maybe get a chunk of this read before my parents come. I don't know. They probably will be here soon, so that's it. I probably won't talk much to you guys until after they leave, but y'all get the B-roll, so enjoy the B-roll, and I will talk to you soon. Exact same spot I updated you guys last, but I've been doing things. So I went to the thrift store, didn't find anything. I actually only recorded walking in and that's it. And then we went to Target, which you guys saw a little bit of that. And then we got Crumble, and me and my mom came back and we watched a movie. We watched Knock at the Cabin, I think is what it was called, which the person who directed this movie is also the director of Split and Signs. And another movie I can't forget, another really like popular one, which I loved Split. I thought Split was incredible. It's one of those movies that kind of like messes with your brain, and I love that. And I think this director is really good at that. Knock at the Cabin wasn't my favorite. Like, I was kind of bored and figured it out real quick. the whole meaning behind it, and I was like over it. So it wasn't my favorite. Then we kind of just chilled after that. I did do some reading. I am now 253 pages into Daughter of the Siren Queen. So we're almost there. We have under 100 pages. I have a headache right now, so I'm trying to do my best to get rid of it. I had dinner, which I thought that would help because I was hungry when I was starting to get my headache. And I said, okay, that could be it. It could also because I had too much sugar and not enough water to kind of like balance it out. Or it could be a caffeine headache. I'm not really sure what it is. But I have just been sitting here watching Meg Hughes. Of course, I've been watching all her vlogs. And I'm trying to decide what movie I'm going to watch tonight because Friday nights or Saturday nights, depending what I'm doing, are my movie nights. So I'm trying to decide between Lady Bird and Notting Hill. I'm leaning towards Lady Bird more just because of the cast and Greta Gerwig directed it. So I want to like finish out my Greta Gerwig like movie backlist before she comes out with anything new, which I think is going to be a while. So I want to watch Lady Bird so bad. But I put a poll out on Instagram. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you guys follow me because there's Wyatt. I do polls and stuff a lot on Instagram. So make sure you guys follow me. But yeah, that's kind of it for now. I'm going to watch more of this and then probably start the movie around like 8:30-ish, maybe 9 o'clock. Maybe by that time my headache will go away and I may have read more of this. I'm not loving this as much as I love Daughter of the Pirate King, and I don't know if it's because I'm just not in the mood to read this or if I'm just not in the mood to read at all because I read Happy Place, stellar book, and kind of after a stellar book I kind of need to take my time and like sit, and I didn't really allow myself to do that, so I think that could be it. I'm just like not really wanting to read. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to say. Oh, I did some online shopping, which is so bad because I'm doing a no spend month. But the only reason why I did it is because I had, like cash rewards on Capital One. So I literally like used that to pay for the stuff I bought, and I just got 2 things. So really, is it like technically shopping? Because I technically used like my cash back that I got from purchases. I don't know. You tell me. Anywho, I am gonna go now. And I don't know if I'll update you guys anymore today. I may update you guys before we watch the movie so I can like show you guys what we're watching. And then probably update afterwards or maybe tomorrow morning. But either way, I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Currently 1 p.m. on Sunday, and I have not talked to you guys today, but I have been productive. I have been doing my Sunday reset routine that I do, which I have been thinking about filming a Sunday reset video for this channel. So if you guys would like to see that, let me know. But I'm thinking about doing it just because I've really gotten my routine down and I really love my Sundays until 5 o'clock. Once 5 o'clock hits, I'm like, damn, it's really Monday tomorrow, but we're ignoring it as of now. But yes, so I've been very productive. This morning I've gotten a lot of things done. I just finished having lunch and watching Meg Hughes' new video, and I'm about to pick up Daughter of the Siren Queen because I want to finish this book to kind of like wrap up this vlog. So we're gonna do that. We have less than 100 pages, which I think we can do, and I will update you guys when I finish. guys, I am here because I actually finished a book. Yay! I finished Daughter of This Iron Queen, and I'm giving this 3 stars. It was okay, and I don't know if that's because it's been so long since I've read the first book and I just forget everything in the first book. As I started reading this book, I remembered a lot of it, so I'm not really sure what it was. Maybe I'm just like not in the mood to read this, or I'm just not connecting with this type of book anymore. I don't know. But, you know, I did enjoy some of my time with it, so I'm giving it a 3 star, which means we have completed our second prompt of the Dark Ages readathon, which was the Armory prompt, and we are moving on to the next prompt, which is the Dock, which is read a book with a water setting. And I was going to read the 5-star Weekend, but I kind of want to switch it up and read a book that, you know, isn't long, because that book's chunky. So I'm going to read The Infinity Between Us by N.S. Perkins. It is on Kindle Unlimited, and I will tell you more about this book in next week's vlog. So I'm actually not going to start this book now. I think I'm going to do some gaming and just get out of my head because the anxiety has set in for work tomorrow. I'm really anxious right now, which is why I'm coming on to end the vlog. I'm really glad I finished this book in time for me to end the vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, make sure you guys are giving it a thumbs up because that would really help me, and also make sure you guys are subscribing because that would also really help me, and that makes me know that you like me and you want to stick around long enough to subscribe. And I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are reading lots of good books, and I hope you guys are being kind to yourself and to everyone around you, and I will see you guys in my next video.